What's going on, guys? Dan here, and welcome to the game update for November 2013. I didn't forget about this. I know it's the 4th, but I was busy doing a lot of the titles that came out late October, and usually late October, that one day, there's always like a ton of games that release. 3 usually, sometimes even 4. So anyway, I'm picking it up now. I'm going to go over what's going on this month in November. I haven't missed anything so far in November because nothing else is out yet, but I will be covering what's going to be happening in November, okay? Okay, let me see. I'm just going to give you guys a little reminder. In terms of Battlefield 4, WWE 2K14, and Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, I'm still continuing those throughout November. It's not going to take me all November, obviously, to do it. I'll have them done in the next week or so, I'd say. Next couple weeks, max. Oop, fan is blowing this stuff around. For example, I'm done the campaign for Battlefield 4. All I have to do is a multiplayer session here and there. I'm not sure how much I'm going to play of that. I did enjoy the beta, so maybe a few hours of it. Not crazy, because like I said, multiplayer, I'm not a huge fan of. I'll do it, but I won't sit there for hours upon it unless I'm really enjoying it, okay? Let's see, Assassin's Creed 4, I'll be doing, I'm still working on it. Still, I think, a decent amount to go. But I am going to be doing that. And then there is a DLC with, I want to say Evelina, something like that. And I think that's not even an hour long, maximum an hour. They say it is about an hour if you do everything. So that's if you do everything, it's an hour. So I'll do that afterwards. And if I can, the multiplayer, the thing is with Assassin's Creed, I used to like the multiplayer when it was a brand new feature. But after a while, it gets so dull and repetitive and boring. It's the same thing every game. So I may not even get to it. We'll see. But I just want to let you know, I do cover almost every mode in a game. If I really feel like I want to do it, it'll be good for it. If I don't really like the game, I may not even do it. But we'll see. Okay? Now, with WWE 2K14, I'm loving the game. Just about done 30 years of WrestleMania mode. I have more gameplay uploading today. And once I'm done 30 years of WrestleMania, I will be doing as many modes as possible. That includes, I'll try out the streak mode. I'm not sure if I will or not, just because apparently it's kind of like a horde mode. You just face enemy after enemy, but it's different because it's wrestling, so we'll see. And as well, I'll be doing the creation suite. That's usually what I would cover first. So if you're new to the channel, whenever I play WWE games, like for the last 2 or 3 games I played by WWE, I've done the creations first before I even played gameplay, but people didn't like that. They actually got rather hostile, so I figured I'd do some gameplay first, then go to creation, which then it would implement in later modes, for example. So if I do create a wrestler, then create an entrance, create an arena, all that sort of thing, I will be doing all those things. Only thing I may not do is create a finisher. I don't really find creating a finisher is all really worth it, but because like you can make it ridiculously long, and by the time you're done, it just does the same amount of damage. So, at any rate, that's that as well. With the created wrestler, not many people do this mode, but I plan on doing it because I've done it almost every time for the latest WWE games, like WWE 12 and 13, and that is universe mode, where you can use any character you want, but it involves a little story with your created wrestler, which I will be doing. So I've done that almost every time. Actually, I have done that every time, so I plan on doing it this time. People have asked me, I've used the same kind of template for my created wrestler each time I'm playing, but I may switch up a couple things. People say, oh, the clothes you give them doesn't make them look badass, but I think you misunderstand. It does. But we'll see. We'll see what kind of new clothing and whatnot that they have, because they may have changed up a lot, and I may go a different route with my wrestler. Try and make them look the same, but you know what I mean, right? We'll try and make them see what kind of options we have. So yes, I'll be doing those and a multiplayer gameplay for WWE 2K14, okay? Just want to let you know, everyone's asking, are you going to be doing this mode, this mode? Yes, I try to cover as many modes as I can in a video game just so I get the full experience. And that way you guys get the full experience as well. Okay, so that's going to continue on, probably to the next week. Let me just see, I have almost, let's see, over a week to finish all that, like a week and a half to finish all of that, okay? Which leads me to our first official release for November, and that is on the 5th, this Tuesday, and that is Call of Duty Ghosts. I'll be getting it on 360, and everyone's up in arms just like they were. Oh, why don't you just get it on the PS3 and blah blah, or PS4, sorry, and because I don't want to wait. There's no point in getting a game that's already been out for weeks on a launch title because they say it's HD. I don't really care. I just want to play the game. That way I can play new games, not old games. You know, I know it's not old, but you get my point. Down the road, it just makes more sense to me. So that's this Tuesday, and because I know it's Call of Duty, I'll finish it like in a few hours, just like I did with Battlefield 4. That was a quick campaign. You'll have another quick campaign with Call of Duty Ghosts for a fact, maybe 4 hours, 5 hours max, I'd say. So I could probably steam through that on the first day. So yeah, that's what's going to happen with that. So therefore I'll be able to go back to all these games that I currently have and finish them off. Alright, and if I don't finish them off, again, I'll play them throughout November and even after the new stuff comes out, which I'll probably not take me that long to beat anyway. So I'll get into that. So like I said, because after the 5th there's nothing for 10 days. No releases for 10 days, so over a week. But November 15th, big day in gaming. That is when the PS4 comes out. I am getting the PS4. However, this is kind of a disappointing situation, okay? PS4 had a list of launch titles. And the launch titles, most of them, like I'd say about 8 out of 10 of them, 80%, okay, I was going to say 80% of all the games on the list were games that have already released in like a few weeks ago, months ago, whatever the case would be, you know what I mean? For example, Lego Marvel Superheroes is a launch title. Battlefield 4 is a launch title. That sort of thing. Games that you could already get on current gen will be out on the launch or on the new consoles. And that meant they gave like that little 20% for new games that are coming out. Brand new games that will not release on any other day but that day that the PS4 comes out. Same thing with Xbox One. However, those games as well got delayed. For example, Watch Dogs. That was one of the games I was really looking forward to. It got delayed. And therefore, like, I can't remember what the other game was. Drive Club was supposed to release launch title as well. And I was wanting to get those two games and have a really good start for PS4. Not saying we're not going to, but I'm just not as interested in the new launch games that I will not have covered yet, because I literally looked through the list and I saw nothing but a couple games that were brand new. And I'm doing them. One of them, Killzone Shadowfall, which, you know what, it's another Killzone game. I was actually going to pass this one up because I was going to get too many games that day and just it'll be spammed. But because of all the delays, I'm like, you know what, it's the newest one. I might as well go get it. So Killzone Shadowfall, and as well as this title here, I got it already. I did a special unboxing for it because there's some of them, for some reason, they're selling PS4 games early. I don't know why, but you can't use it anyway. I guess it's just to have, but I do have Knack already, but that's one of the games I'll be covering as well. I'm not really crazy psyched on Knack, but who knows? That could change my mind. Maybe I will enjoy it. But it will be one of those games that I'll play over time, you know what I'm saying? But I'll start with Killzone and try and beat that in the first day, maybe. I don't know. It's Killzone, it won't be that long. Alrighty? So you'll have a lot of that for about a week. You'll have a lot of PS4 content. Then, November 22nd. The Xbox One releases, and I know everyone's like, "Damn, why the hell did you bother? Why are you? PS4 is gonna be better if this, that, and the other thing." You even said so yourself. You thought the Xbox One was gonna be stupid, and you didn't like the way Microsoft was going with it. Well, you're right. I agree. I was not originally gonna be. If they didn't make the changes that they did, I probably still wouldn't have got an Xbox One. However, being, I don't want to say a journalist, but being like a gaming media critic, player, showcaser, analyst, whatever you want to call them, I kind of have to. That way you guys don't. You know what I mean? Say, I don't know if this console's going to be any good. I don't want to spend $500 on a console if I hear all these negative things about it. Being me, I feel like it's my responsibility. So therefore, if I go out and get it and I show you guys the console, show you the controller, show you how the interface works, show you how the games work, the new games, if they're any good, then you can make a decision and go out and get one yourself. That's the whole point. That's what I try to do with my channel. So therefore, if I purchase an Xbox One and cover the games, maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll worth it. I can be like, yes, go get an Xbox One. But at the same time, PS4 just seems like the better choice at this point, just because it's $100 cheaper and you seem to get more with it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's Microsoft kind of shot themselves in the foot. And I wouldn't be surprised if they changed the title from Xbox One to something else down the road, just because they're such backpedalers. They do something, they're solid with it, then they change their mind because they're like, oh crap, we screwed up. But they realize it too late. You know what I mean? They're too late. They could have done some damage control here in different press conferences, different events, you know, like conventions, that sort of thing. But they never did that. So they were left kind of high and dry. And believe it or not, sorry, I didn't even say the titles for the Xbox One. So for the Xbox One, 2 titles, at least one title that I think is actually going to be pretty good. We got Dead Rising 3, Xbox One exclusive, as well as Ryse, Son of Rome. Ryse just looks nothing but Gears of War. I do like Gears of War, but Gears of War with quick time events, and that's it. Most of the battles are quick time oriented, at least when I saw the trailer for it. I could be completely wrong, but the game looks kind of generic, but at the same time the idea behind it is different. I like to give it a try anyway, because it is, like the PS4, one of the only launch titles next to Dead Rising 3 that is brand new and exclusive to that specific console. The other ones have already been out and I've probably already played them, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll just have to see how they are. Like, because after that, there's nothing. Nothing for Xbox. Sorry, nothing for anything else for the rest of November. There's nothing. So total of 5 games. If you want to look at the game count, there's 5. However, with PS4 and Xbox One, I'll be covering things like the unboxing is going to be larger. Stupid fan. The unboxing is going to be a bigger one. I'm going to show you the controllers as best as I can. I'll probably show the interface first. You know, record the interface, show how to access things, that sort of thing, and then jump into a game. So it's going to be a busy night for me and a busy day next day. Now here's the good thing, really good thing for me. The PS4 and Xbox One both come out on a Friday. And since those days are going to be massive for me, I actually told my boss, I'm like, I need to take some holiday time, and I have 4 days off in a row. No, I don't. Jeez, wait, no, I don't. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I have 5 days off in a row for PS4 week, and then 5 days off in a row for Xbox One week. So from Friday, I don't work on both weeks. I don't work on Friday all the way till Tuesday. So that'll give me loads of time to play everything, cover everything, do everything I can, play as much as possible, and get the content up for you guys as soon as possible as well. Because there's going to be a midnight launch. I'll be going to both just because it's a good idea. Trust me, it is. So we'll be doing that. So, you know what? That's it for the game update. There's nothing else coming out in November. I'm surprised. It's one of the slower months we've had. However, usually the gameplay from October, the late October, kind of bleeds into November, like, because it's right at the end of October. So therefore, usually all the gameplay and footage gets uploaded in November. So I guess it still is a big month, because past few years, November's been a massive month for me, and with the new consoles, it's going to be even bigger. So I can't wait to see what kind of reception we get from this stuff. I can't wait to see you guys and let me know what you think of the new stuff, the new consoles, new games, everything that comes out this month, because in December, we've had more delays, and there's not much coming out. There is one title that is coming out that I am psyched for, but I'll get into that in December. So, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button and favorite it as well. Any questions you have about the games coming up or my schedule, if you're wondering about my schedule, go to my channel and hit the About tab. It's got a complete list of games that I'll be doing, and I have updated recently. So anything that has a generic release time that I'm interested in, like all the way up to the end of 2014, it's a huge list now, guys, but there's no solid release dates on all of them. So I will be updating that as it goes around. So if you want to get an idea what games you'll be seeing, go on over there, check that out. Any more questions, hit me up in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them for you. Other than that, thanks again, guys. Take it easy. Have a good one. Stay tuned. Got more gameplay uploading today, tomorrow. Almost every day you'll see gameplay. Probably every day you'll see gameplay for a while. So it's going to be pretty crazy. All right, guys. Take it easy. And we'll see you soon. Next WWE and Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty Ghost. All right.